Life. Are we now? Pick your source in Streamlab. Yeah.
Hello? Okay, that's great. I think you can hear me now. Hello, people. Can you hear me? Do not type giveaway. Do I have giveaway in the title? Jesus. Yes, there is. Shit, man. Sorry, boys. Sorry, boys. You can try. You can try, though. I know you're desperate. Look at all the giveaways. Debated. So much debate, dude. Hey, is my mic low or high? Or is it good? I can increase it. There's filters. Fucking.
Yeah, I think it's good. Is my mic cutting out or not? That's the real question.
Your mic is really good today.
And
Okay, I
then
added some gain to my mic. I hope it's not too loud. Okay, awesome. Mic is good. Well, that's great. 2 more minutes and we'll be doing our face reveal. Or it's no longer a face reveal. People know what you look like.
well, I'm not wearing a cap this week, so
Yeah,
I'm doing an air reveal.
they're gonna look at at that beautiful hair, that beautiful French hair. One is loud, one is great. I think they're saying I'm loud. Okay.
No, I'm probably super loud.
Hello. Yeah, I think this is better. No. Massive drop. I'm not sure about that anymore. After
We'll
the
talk about that, Hunter. Hunter. We'll talk about the Best Buy situation. Yes, pre-carting tutorial this week. Dude, that coffee is good.
massive drop in my toilet.
C'est une heure précise qu'ils vont rendre les
Alright.
jus dispo. Ah, je sais pas. Ooh.
Switching scenes in 3, 2, 1. Hello, people.
Hello.
What's up? What's up? We got a special episode today. Well, every episode is a special episode. Let's be real.
Very special.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir, mesdames et messieurs.
You're already getting the hair compliments, man. Look at that.
Really? Wow. So much air.
You've been dubbed the Canadian Jesus. How do you feel about that?
I feel good about it. I move office this week. Move like rank. I'm no longer into the conference room. So, yeah.
Hey, a lot of people followed when we were in the intro. A lot of you guys. Miko, Kohe, Boss Waffles, Rubber Duck, Black Magic, KG City, Elmani Gamer, Swarzer, Simpson 13, Habe Haley, Zlodar X, and Immigrant Banana. Thank you for the followage. Unfortunately, we don't yet have the subscription button. That requires, Mr. Manager, that requires a bit more streaming and a bit more followage. And hopefully, maybe in a
I,
few
I
podcasts.
think we I think we hit the followage. It's like we need to stream uh do like 7 stream for a month, something like that. So I might do some impromptu gaming to
Streaming.
hit the hit the quota, I guess, and and hours of streaming. I don't know. We'll figure it out at some point.
We need to have a hot tub podcast. That will get you the, the
Dude,
reputation.
as soon as my girlfriend moves her office upstairs, I'll have the space maybe.
Install a hot tub in your PC. That'll be great. Get off your game, sink into the hot tub. That'll be amazing.
What's
Announcement
your
of 3080
announcement about the
bundles.
3080 bundle? Snag me one. Wow.
Does he mean the
Congrats.
Memory Express ones or the Newegg ones?
I think the Newegg one.
The Newegg caught
The
everyone off guard because we don't.
Strix one.
Yeah. Was it the bundle? Yeah, it was the bundle.
Yeah, it was a bundle.
Anyways, welcome guys. Jeez, your love and appreciation has overflowed. Look at that. Thank you for the followage. Quote me if James time. Dumaro, Spirituous Raptor, Bobby Bennett, Perilous Owner, Warcanard, Cernilot.
Warkanar.
You know that guy? Infernal Legend, Ascorbill, Jonah Games, Infernal Legend. Thank you so much for the followage. Well, welcome guys to our second episode of the podcast. This is a chill mode podcast, so please, you can feel free to ask us any questions, chat with other people, and really just enjoy the show. Chill with us. It's gonna be great, just like last time. I think everybody loved the
Yeah.
last episode. I didn't get a lot of like negative feedback. Mostly it was positive.
Well, a lot of people came and talked to me about my mic, but other
Well,
than that,
yeah. Well, now your mic is stellar. You know,
it's not WhatsApp is asking about the new mic situation. It's not a new mic. I update the AMD BIOS USB driver, and I did that. I changed USB port. Doop, doop, doop. I tried to buy a new cable that's sitting right there if everything goes bad. I remove NVIDIA broadcast for the noise because right now my dog is right there, like scratching his ear. So you would hear that. So I put crisp instead of broadcast. So
love the background, changing up the the office background now. Michael, what's up, Alex? You know, Alex always there in BC chat. I love when he's in the stream. Welcome, guys. Few
nice.
familiar names. Gash369 is in the stream as well, the previous winner for the giveaway. He actually installed the 6700 XT in his PC and he threw some images on the success channel on the CA
Oh yeah.
Stalker. So you guys want to look at that beautiful card, you can just take a look at the success channel and it's right there. And you know, in the future we're going to host more giveaways. Hopefully whenever we get to land cards. Though
Yeah, we
it's,
just need
I
to
mean,
score cards.
need to score cards, or perhaps, you know, talk to the various companies and AIBs. Maybe they will give us cards to sell. Obviously,
Wow.
like not for free. We would actually like buy it from them and then just give it to you guys. Um, with
Red Bull.
the discounts from donations and all that. So a lot of things. Hopefully in the future we'll be able to give away and interact with you guys. Um, for this episode, we're gonna talk about a couple of things. Mostly the I guess the best part for people is we're going to showcase a demo how to pre-card, and
Yeah, but
yeah.
a lot of people are asking about Best Buy, so I think my best part of the show will be Best Buy, I think.
Yeah, we have some juicy Best Buy news, do we? and
Yep.
and as I said, I'm going to show you the pre-carding method, and if we have time, I'm going to show you as well a method to check out on Canada computers faster than anybody else. So if you
Ooh.
stick around long enough, we might be able to fit that into our program. Also, I need to be
Nice.
very careful not to dox myself because a couple of things need to happen there as well. So pray for me not to be doxed. It's not like I care, but I know there are crazy people out there. You never know what happens, so better be safe than sorry. Um, so yeah, we will be talking about Best Buy today. We'll be talking about the 3070 Ti launch tomorrow. We're also going to be talking about our servers, so what we've done to add support for 3070 Ti. For my server, it's already done, so you could go to alert signups and sign up. And for Lithium, he also has it up in the special roles, and it has a very weird icon on his server. So if you if you haven't added yourself to the category for 3070 Ti, please go ahead. Both
Yeah.
servers are up and ready for throwing notifications at you guys when the
Or tomorrow.
when the SKUs drop. Um, at least for my server, I am already scanning the SKUs for the 3070 Ti on Best Buy and on Canada computers. So
How
for
you how how you did that for Best Buy so early?
well, that's easy. Um, and we're also well, that'll be it for now. Memory Express doesn't have a category for the 3080 Ti even. So to grab that stock, like they don't even have the stock shown on the website. They only have the
They
bundles.
do,
They have the
yeah,
bundles.
they do bundles. Yep.
Yeah, they don't have the actual cards. I think that's the same thing gonna go for the 3070 Ti. So they are lagging behind when it comes to that. Newegg has the 3080 Ti's up, and we're already polling for it, but the 3070 Ti is not up yet as a category. So that might be something that we will not be catching on the server. And if you like last time, we did catch a 3080 Ti in the 3080 section. However, this time around, I'm not really sure what's gonna happen on Newegg. So we're gonna try our best to make it as fast as possible to add support for Newegg's 3080 Ti. But come on, who wants to buy from a scalper?
God. Well, you get what you can, I guess. So yeah. So I'll be up early tomorrow as usual, not 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. And I'll be up early and lurking on Newegg to add the I'm scanning CC also and Best Buy for 3070 Ti and I'll keep an eye on Newegg. That's I know I got lucky last week. Some people mentioned we got some bundles and some Strix 3080 Ti. Really great card, great looking card. I think four people managed to snatch one, so to like grab one because we were hard at work and the mods were doing all the background stuff and helping me struggling and adding the scan on the spot. So yep, that's for the TI. Did you do like major like big upgrade for your stuff this week?
So last time I mentioned that Best Buy actually banned us because we were pulling so hard on the API. So now I added my own proxy to it, and that proxy changes every 10 minutes. So technically, we're never gonna get banned forever,
Nice.
even if I hammer the API as much as I want to. So expect notifications to keep going through regardless of whatever happens. That was kind of an upgrade because I had to change a bit of the code when it comes to Best Buy. Other than that, no, really, we're just working on other stuff that's more meta for the bot and the underlying libraries.
Nice.
Um, but for you, I know you've been working on a new code for
Yeah.
Newegg and Best Buy.
Yeah, I've been working since Monday on Newegg, but I want to work last night, but we got like a big thunderstorm here, like bunch of places got flooded, and since I work in demolition, I was at work until like 10 p.m. last night. So I work on Monday. I work today on the new egg code for combos. It's running right now in test. It's less spammy, more accurate. Because Ado complained about the spam on my server. So it's smoother, it's linear, and it's better. Um, what's up? We'll take question at the end. Like I know, like I see a lot of questions. Uh, we might like if it's on topic, might answer on the spot, but at the end we'll take like question. So just keep it up, and we'll answer question related to like API and Best Buy and stuff like that. Special like stuff. The new egg combos code is running, and I'm slowly like change it to more like regular cards. I wanted to do like combos first, even though they suck. It's they drop the most. It's fucking annoying that they don't drop single cards, but I guess that's how the game goes. And so this week I'll have for Best Buy my new code and my old code running at the same time. So I just don't want to
Are they
talk
running
a
on the
little.
same hardware though?
Nope, not the same hardware.
Okay, well,
Uh,
that's good.
old co yeah, old code is running on the new server, and the new code is running old school way on my computer. But it's less strenuous on my hardware, so I can just do anything and I don't feel it because the code is way better. The method of like catching and like treating all my stuff is way better. It's more something that's resemble what you do. It's like a mix of my janky RC code and JavaScript add-on that it's outside the sandbox and the JavaScript process all the JSON. So it's a new method. It's a new thing. I'm trying like new stuff, getting inspired by genius of Ado and all this esteem and they keep like telling me that I should like move to new codes. I'm trying to slipping slowly away
To be
until like
honest,
everything's
the best thing you've done so far is that when your bot sees stock, it doesn't immediately notify. It actually checks if it notified before.
yeah, that's the like major upgrade. I tried before. I didn't have like the proper mindset, I would say, to code that. So right now, Newegg, all my mods can just set the timer. If they want like there's a minimum of like for the combos, there's a minimum of 3 minutes. Um the same combo won't repeat like announce like
Yeah.
before 3 minutes, but the mods can just set the time if they want to a maximum of like 10 minutes. But if a new combos appear that have no timestamp, it will just like send it and then tag a timestamp to this combo and it will wait the time. So the mod can just on the fly say, I want to see more spam. Let's do 3 minutes. I want to see less spam. Let's do 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's a way to like offload things that I always monitor to maybe my mods on Twitch. So I just gotta brief them. They didn't know about that yet. So I just gotta brief them on that.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it for my server this week, I think.
Yeah, I mean, we're working hard, guys, in the backstage, bringing you new notifications, new categories of notifications, and we don't really get paid for this. We love doing what we're doing. We do it in our free time, um, and exceptionally these days for me, it's getting really really busy, but I can still manage to pump some code here and there, and to maintain the code whenever I can. I don't work alone. I have, as I said in the last podcast, I have two other people, but they are working on other projects at the moment. So we do appreciate your support, however it is, through your donations, through your participation in this podcast. So thank you a lot for being here and for supporting us. We're doing this
Yeah.
for you guys, and at least for me, I will never make my service a paid service. We have
Yeah.
other
Same.
aspirations.
Yeah. Um. So I think the talk of the town this week is the new tie that everyone wants to wear tomorrow. The 3070 tie. Um. So I don't know if you did you check the benchmarks and like a little bit like that. I spend like part of my day to like look at benchmark and news about that.
So I know is that it's 7 to 10% better than the 3070, and it lags behind 3080 by I don't know 17%.
Yeah, yeah, pretty
Um,
much.
and I guess now I think what really bothered me for a 3070 Ti is that the CUDA cores they're not quite in the middle between 3070 and 3080. It's closer to a 3070 than it is closer to a 3080, and the benchmarks show that. But what I really like about it is that they did upgrade the memory to GDDR6X,
Yep.
which gives you higher bandwidth, and that will manifest in a lot of games. Um, so
Uh,
I mean, it's a great card for what it is. The 3070 is still an amazing value for MSRP, and the 3070 Ti will still be amazing value for MSRP. That is, if you find one for MSRP.
oh yeah,
Um,
yeah. That's a problem here. It's finding like a 3070 or a 3080 at MSRP. Personally, what I saw and what I think, um, I was like, yeah, this card is sitting well in the middle, like price wise. They just want to go and undercut or just aim at the same market at the 6800 from what I saw. Um, but the thing is that you won't see these card at MSRP. You'll see like Strix, you'll see Gigabyte, you'll see other cards, super expensive. From what I checked on the bench, an FE versus a Strix, you get more power for the Strix, more like bigger headroom for OC, cooler card, and other than that, you're like it's if you play 1080, it's a waste because you're getting CPU bound. So like at some point in some games, like 1080, all the cards down to almost the 3060, they all have the same FPS. So you want to move to like 2K for this kind of card, but at 2K you get like the 6800 that bench really good. So it's the same price, and maybe I think it's I don't know the price yet for the 3070, but I was like thinking about maybe 850. So it's around the same price for a 6800 non XT that will bench close to a 3070 Ti. So you're like, okay, I'll pay more for what? 5 10 FPS compared to an AMD card, like a reference card. So, and then you say, okay, I'll go for a 3070. You pay maybe $100 less. You'll be fine in 2K. If you want to jump in 4K, well, then the 3070 start to lags, but the TI doesn't catch up to the 3080. And so you're close to a 3080 and it doesn't catch up to it, and you don't have like great FPS in 4K. So that's a bummer. Like Nvidia, they're like, we want to hit all the prices that our competitor have. Let's cannibalize our own SKUs and fuck everyone. That's pretty much it. Like you saw the review for the 3080 Ti.
yeah, like the just the pricing model on these is just like if you manage to buy one from Best Buy, you've landed fucking gold. Like this is such a good car to buy at the moment, regardless of the AIBs and all that. Like this is if you are able to lay hands on any of the RTX cards for MSRP on Best Buy FE edition, you really struck gold.
Hmm.
Um, what's really absurd is the price difference between the AMD cards AIB and the ones on AMD Direct, the
Oh yeah,
reference ones. Bro, that is insane. The
it's a shame.
difference. Bro, a 6900 XT goes for like $1,200 on AMD Direct. Go to fucking Newegg. They were offering an MSI 6900 XT for 3.2k Canadian.
That's well, I mean, we all know that Newegg is not a real reference, but even if you check at Canada Computer or Memory Express, the price are insane. And like we're entering like a war like between I know that Best Buy are like adjusting price, but more to go up rather than down. And we saw that week to week, FEs going up and up. And you go on AMD.com, and sometimes you're like, dude, I paid X amount of dollars for this card, and now this week the card is cheaper because AMD are doing things right. Like we know that Best Buy got like an exclusivity for the FE, but don't you think that Nvidia should do the same? Sell on their website and adjust the price relative to like the US dollars for us, and they might sell more cards.
One was asking that this question comes for Blazing DK. He says, why is Best Buy the only one selling FE? Thing is, they weren't the only people selling FEs. Nvidia actually sold, it launched the 3080 and
Yeah.
the 3070 and the 3090 on their fucking website. But then they got botted to shit at launch, and it really backfired so hard on them as a company that they decided, you know what, fuck it, I'm not going to sell these cards anymore on my website. Let it be somebody else's problem. So who is that
Yep.
somebody else's? That is Best Buy. So they told Best Buy,
Best
hey
Buy.
dude, all right, I couldn't do this, fuck it, take my cards and sell it, because I don't know how to sell these cards anymore. And you know what? From a company perspective, like, why would you? Like, there's a lot of effort that has to be in place for Nvidia to fend off botting and fend off, multiple accounts and all the other shit that people do to freaking get their cards. And I guess from their perspective, they're not in it to put that effort into their website as like a merch website. They might as well just outsource this to Best Buy, which is what is happening at the moment.
Yeah. But like Best Buy, I would be like I would like to be a little bird and be sitting on like the accountants of Best Buy and see them freaking out each time the website crash because they must losing a shitload of money. Because when the API crash, you can't add nothing to cart, you can't fucking do nothing. So I don't know how much money, and they got third-party sellers too that they're responsible for. So if you're selling something on bestbuy.ca and once a week the website goes to shit and you check your stats every week and week to week you're losing money on Thursday, you're losing money on Wednesday because the website is crashing. So that's like that somebody must get called like, dude, I'm losing like I don't know 10K a week because your website is shit. What are you doing? Well, we're trying to sell GPUs. What?
Yeah, man. Um, it's so it's so freaking stupid.
So yeah, so we talked about that last week a little bit, like how many hits Best Buy get when they drop cards, and it's a shit ton. The website crash, and I saw like people in the chat talking about They're not doing anti-bot. They're not doing shit. They're not doing nothing. Um, we saw last week drop Two-Phase. First, they did that API crash. They released like the weighted new
Yep.
cards, new FEs, and but I think that's maybe like a decent segue for like um our fourth topic. You think Best Buy news? We need like a Best
We
Buy news.
do need a transition for
I,
multiple
I need
categories on the podcast.
I need to do that like tonight at Best Buy.
Although
I'm
we
in front
did
of Best.
we did skip a recap because you were saying you wanted to recap something from last week.
Yeah, we can recap about like Best Buy drop if you want.
The Best Buy drop from last week. Do you want to mention what happened afterwards? Because that's your info.
Um, you're talking about the situation with the
Well, stock numbers changing.
yeah. So yeah, quick recap. Um, last week, it was like a two. I don't know. Let me just give me a second. I need to. Okay, won't be long, guys. Save that here. Let's do that for Best Buy, I guess. That work? Oh my God, it doesn't work. Okay, fuck it. So last week, what happened with Best Buy? We saw a lot of cards, the new FEs 3080 and everything, and so it went out the door super quick. Uh, so yeah, reporting from Best Buy right now. So we were at Best Buy. So the card went out the door super quick. Drop happened. Uh, everything went to shit. Some people got some people got none. So after that, I had like a nice little conversation with an insider, a guy that gives me really good infos. Really nice guy, or girl, or person. Maybe it's an animal. We don't know. So I was like, dude, it went. I skipped this drop. I was banned. Blah blah. So I was like, yeah, I skip it too. I didn't got nothing. So an hour or two later, he DMs me. He was like, dude, I got a card. I was like, what? Yeah, I got a card. The website crashed and Best Buy took money from my account, like $1,000. So I was like, what? Yeah, the website was so buggy. The transaction went through, and when they fixed everything, they took the money and he got a card. So I was like, nice. So he said, I was looking at things on my side, and I saw like some really interesting stuff. I saw the stock go down for the FE, 3080 FE and 3090 FE, and then the stock went back up. So I was like, what? Were they hiding cards? Are they getting ready for next week? He said no. They banned like 90% of transactions because we all saw the screenshot on Twitter, whatever, like people posting, oh, I got 50 cards, this dropped 70 card, and they're like, yeah, my AO bot is the best. So he said, no, they cancel it. They cancel like 90% of the bot buy. So uh like I said, yeah, mic drop to the people in the chat that were like, Best Buy, they don't care about bots. Looks like they care. It's a thing that I learned last week that they did a lot of cancel. Like it's a thing. They do a lot of cancel. They look for patterns. They look like for big orders, people that are trying to bypass the system, and they do cancel on people. So I was not aware of that because I never saw anyone. I don't know if you ever saw anyone complaining about the cancel order. on Best Buy.
No, I haven't. I don't think I've seen a cancellation, but I guess it happened in other servers which had scalpers. um, I mean, come on, like all of people who are legit want to get it, like their hands on a good card from Best Buy. They are the slower ones, because there are people who have already bought cards and in mining and they're exploiting every single method they have to lay their hands on Best Buy stock.
Yeah,
So I mean, guys, we are trying our best to give you the fastest notifications we can manage, and giving you tips here and there whenever there's a question that relates to the retailer. And I mean, at the end of the day, you will have to do your own research as well. Thing is, it's a bit tricky sometimes to showcase things that are a bit rare, like tips that are rare, because you don't want scalpers to see that as well. So I'd rather like talk to people on PMs, tell them some hints that are not very well known, because at the end of the day, you really wanna. I mean, the whole purpose of my server and Lithium server is to bring cards to the hands of people who are in need, and scalpers aren't in need of cards unless they're jobless and they're trying to make money out of it. It's
yeah,
like their
but
daily job.
just go find a real job. I mean, so yeah, so it's like it's the big one of the big info I learned last week after the podcast, after the we it was late at night, I think, that I got that info that a lot of our orders got canceled. So I think it's a good thing, like for this week, um that we might see more FEs, 3080, 3090. We might see more. Um, on top of that, there's a lot of things going down at Best Buy. The rumor mills is going like every day. Every day we get like I get news and I get like tips on things and this and that. Usually really, really super good info. Uh, the guys that gives me tips get good info. I don't know if you want to talk a bit about that new rumor.
Yeah, so it's not really a room. Are we talking about the Best Buy's announcement? Because that is different.
No, no, no. Stop. No, right here.
Mm-mm. Yeah. Oh. Uh.
I'll let you drop the juicy one.
Well. Okay, guys. We do have some information that's starting on the day of the next drop that Best Buy will change the purchase rules from like one SKU per household to one RTX card per household. So what this means, if you grabbed a 3080 and you think, well, Best Buy won't be not okay if I wanted to also grab a 3070, well, that's wrong because you already have an RTX card and they will not allow you to check out another RTX card. This is a rumor we have. This is like insider information. I hope it is true because that will limit the capability of people who have already bought a card. And it will allow people who have never ordered from Best Buy to get a card now. So
Yeah. So Black Magic is asking, wasn't already that? No, the rule was one SKU per us, like your own address. So if you bought like a 3070, you could get a 3080 or a 3060. So you could change models, like buy the whole lineup if you want. Um, what's maybe about to change again? That's like in the talks, in the I like the spheres. It's a rumor. They want to shift because like I told you, they're banning bots, so they are at work to make sure that you guys get GPUs. So they're trying things. They change things. They do tests. They did test run in Quebec for like in stores. We saw a few this week. We saw like a bunch of 3060, 3070. So they really are trying things for you guys to get GPUs. And now the new things that they want to try, and they're talking about it. It's one RTX per house address. So that's mean I got one from Best Buy. That's it. So you'll need to buy a new house if you want another one. That's gonna cost you as much as a 3090. So you don't want that. So you need like a brand new address. From what I heard, it's brand new credit card, brand new address, brand new IP, brand new everything,
Brand new face. Go get
brand new face.
fucking plastic surgery.
So that's what they're trying. There's no timeline on that yet. Maybe next week we'll have more news uh, about that.
We believe it
If
might coincide with the 3070i launch. Um, so Best Buy took us, I wouldn't say by surprise because it was the same thing in 3080i, I guess. It was only online. But like 3070i, they put up an announcement today that the 3070i launch will not have any online stock. Now, their wording was a bit non-specific.
yeah,
So I'm not sure if they're actually going to restrict the entire SKUs tomorrow or just the 3070i. Um, that's what I'm not sure about. So we might
yeah,
see a big drop tomorrow, or we're gonna see nothing from Best Buy.
it's uh, it's it's not really specific, and I guess when they buy cards from like I know they get a lot of EVGA. So I would assume that do you want like us to ship you shit tons of cards? Yes, you need to sell them. They know they will sell, but will they restrict only the FEs? Uh, Send them to stores and let the third party online. The quote was, um, "No, don't go line up at Best Buy tomorrow." The quote might be it was, "We have heard your feedback and have made the decision to release the RTX 30 series inventory in select stores going forward. Inventory will not be available on the morning of the launch and will communicate when we will have an in-store availability later."
See,
So
yeah,
that's was in the page of the 3080 Ti and the 3070 Ti page. So the wording, like you said, is weird.
I guess I could showcase that. Um, we can that'll be a test run for the screen share.
So, ooh, yeah, it's a good test. Don't leak information. People will go in your house and get your PlayStation 5 in your tricks.
Oh no! All right.
Oh,
Well,
it's
present. This should be better.
it's
So
reversed.
it is not reversed because it's a scene. So this is what we're talking about, guys. This is what we're talking about. Errors note. We have heard your feedback and have made a decision to release RTX 30 series inventory in select stores going forward. Now, okay. Now the first thing is that he generalized and said RTX 30 series,
Yeah,
but then he goes on to mention specifically that the SKUs will not be available on the morning of the launch. So this might either be all the series or specifically the series on launch date, 3070 Ti
yeah.
in this case. And that will be the question that will be answered tomorrow. And also, I love how
Well,
they say select stores, so you might never get a
oh
Best
yeah,
Buy close to you that has cards ever.
yeah. That's That's the big thing. I went. It's been 3 weeks. The guy at Best Buy now know my name, and they come drink coffee with me almost because I could just go and bug them and ask them questions. And they told me, dude, if you want a card, just drive an hour away. Let's go there. We heard they have cards here. It's pretty much a done deal. We won't have like big drops. So I
Yep.
was like, okay. Um, but we're in Quebec, and Quebec is EVGA only, no? But the rumor
Unfortunate.
mills were was still going last night about seven tough 3080 making their way to a store in Quebec. And if you guys don't know, we have a law here that you must display French and English, but French must be bigger because I don't know. That's like boomer stuff. People are scared of losing their French, and they will forget it if the box is in English. Je me souviens. Yeah. So it's all it gotta love the 101 law. So, but the rumor was that a select store in Quebec was getting 73080 tough sometime this week. So, no, it's not Trois-Rivières. Yeah, so they're sending tough, not only EVGA, but they won't sell it online to us. But they will sell it in store. And that's not the first time I see that. On my Discord, people were talking about some Zotac in store and some EVGA and some tough. So they're doing test runs again. And I think they really like Quebec for test runs. I don't know why.
Also, coming from Canada Computers is this label, this header on their website that all the video cards from now on will only be online. So no luck going into the store and trying to order as well from Canada Computers. It has to be
Yeah.
online. I think sometimes I wonder when stock goes like when the stock number of a GPU goes up, does that mean the card is on the shelf? Because if it's because if it's
The guy's
on
like, doop, put it on a shelf. Ding. Okay, someone bought it.
usually
Doop.
not because they separate the online stock from the store stock. But I wonder if they don't. I wonder if there's like an online stock like it's somewhere in the store that's on
But
shelf.
again, this is not clear. Is this just like fuck off? Stop coming to our store, you bunch of little shit. We're tired of like seeing the same guy every day coming and ask about GPUs. Just go online and order it, and we'll have it in the store, and we'll call you. Or it's just like all the cards will be in like the warehouse, and just go free for all. Just order, and we just want to make money because you remember that they got caught red-handed, the fucking end in the cookie jar, holding stock of GPUs to do pre-built,
I mean, now they're
and
doing bundles.
yeah, now they're doing fucking bundles, but they got caught doing that, and it make a lot of waves. So, is this like a way for them to like stupidly like buy back people respect, and they will just like go for it? We don't care. We just want to make money, and that was our way to make money. Do like pre-build, and now fuck you. We're just selling GPUs now and CPUs, and just go buy your motherboard somewhere else. So I don't know. The wording is not clear because right now, everything's done online, must be done online. But right now, everyone's order online, and they like send you a phony email. We're working hard to get your video card ready. It's been 2 weeks, man. I got a 3070 Zotac. I did the test. I did the test, and I got one. And it's been 2 weeks. No email, radio silent, and they don't give news. They don't call me. I mean, they don't
Wow.
send emails. So I don't know. Maybe I don't have faith in Canada Computer and their fucking broken website that I can't see bundles. But
Okay, Canada Computers has some use. I told you last time. This is a little known information, little known fact that Canada Computers in the beginning of the launches of all the cards actually did like they restricted online stock to employees and affiliates. People
Yeah,
who so the customer, you would go to the web page and you would see no stock, but the stock is actually there. And I know this because I was scouring their website on a daily basis, and they had a separate section that displayed the stock, and the GPU page did not display the stock. And you would go to the GPU page, and there is no add to cart button, and they thought that would actually put people off from ordering the card because there are ways to re-add the add to cart button. They had some of the worst website code I've ever seen, and they had two bugs on their website that can be exploited by people to order GPUs, and I'm happy that nobody discovered them back then. But now they are both patched. Both bugs are patched on Canada computers. Don't even try. But there might be other bugs that I haven't seen yet. I hope I don't find any, because if I find any bug on the website, that means any other person who has a bit of tech knowledge will also be able to find that bug and add and like order any card that's online. But as I
yeah,
said, like my major gripe with them is that they hid stock from people. They had online stock and they hid it from the people.
yeah.
It bothered me so much, and I didn't know who to
I'll
talk to about it because
I'll I'll play the devil advocate here,
yeah,
and maybe there was no malicious intent behind that. Maybe they were just like trying to build stock because they knew about the shortage, and the website was not really well coded. Oh, the cat is back, and so maybe the website was shit, and I know that they worked on the website like over the past 6 months. Um, so maybe they were like entering stocks in the computer and was shit, still shit. Yeah, Dr. Coconuts. And maybe like I don't know, the warehouse guy was just like, oh, we got GPUs, beep, 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 beep. And then the website would be like, yeah, we got GPUs. But the warehouse, when you click on the card, the warehouse was disabled. So you wouldn't, the website was not seeing the, on the card was not seeing the numbers for the warehouse, only for the local stores. So maybe it was not malicious intent, but the thing is, like you said, there was a bug that you could add an add to cart button and then just freaking go nuts and order video cards if you wanted, like 50 of them. And the guy at a warehouse or at a store that doesn't know about like the rules would be like, okay, just gonna ship like 50 GPU to that guy. So I think, like most website, they were not ready. We can shit a lot on Newegg, but I remember in the start of like the GPU craze, Newegg was lagging a lot. Now maybe because they don't have GPUs anymore, only fucking combos, the website's pretty stable. It's really stable. Best Buy never really figured out how to fix it, and Canada Computers tap stop.
yeah, man, it's ridiculous. Um, I could try to actually share some of the like show you actually the stock numbers. Like I'm not making this up. From back then
Yeah,
actually. Let's see.
from
November
from
30. November
from back then. Oh,
Yeah, wait a sec. There we go. AMD CPUs, 3090s. Okay. So let me try to present just that. Okay, stop presenting. Let's do a window. Alright, see this? Look at this date. November 30, 2020. 3090 RTX online store. Asus 3090, Zotac, EVGA, MSI, Gigabyte, Vision OC. This is November 30, 2020, where people were literally begging for cards, and
The
they had online stock that normal people couldn't add to cart and they couldn't order.
And you know that 5 plus, when you see 5 plus is like just go and buy it. 5 plus is like people Best Buy, not Best Buy, Canada Computers, like sometimes they, well, most of the time they will drop one and people are like, well, the stock is fake. It's like, no, dude, there's one and there's like 10,000 people. But I always tell people, if you see three stock, try it. If you see one, you don't have really a chance. If you see 5 plus, just dude, just go for it.
Yeah.
You might be lucky. So you see 30 be and remember, like back in November, a 3090 was cheap, would say. And I remember back in November and December, we were seeing a lot of 3090 and people were shitting on them. Like, it's not a good card. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a fan of a 3090, but people was like, 2K for a card, it's expensive.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, look at you now, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunate, man, unfortunate.
Screeju Twitch, sorry I'm butchering your name. It's asking, bro, what's the plan for BB Canada tomorrow? So what's the plan? Um, the plan is, I got some just did a Canadian accent. I don't know how to do that. So the plan for tomorrow, let's check. I got some numbers. Are we talking about numbers?
The
Are
numbers,
we?
yes, we are talking about numbers. Do you want to talk
We're
about
talking.
numbers?
Do the people want to talk about cards numbers at Best Buy? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, guys, do you want to talk about Best Buy numbers? I need more enthusiasm. What the fuck? Is that your phone number? No,
Skull
it's not.
Call Vision, 420. So that's the kind of infos that you might get on Ado's like Discord, and you definitely will get on my Discord or on my Twitch. If you see numbers somewhere else, um, they're probably coming from
From the podcast.
the podcast or my Twitch back before we were doing podcast. Because very generous people um, are sharing information for free, first of all, and I don't have the infos all the time. I don't want to bug the guys that just give us like free infos. They have life, they have jobs, and like it give us an edge on what to aim for, but it's not a guarantee that you will get a card. It's just like, you'll be more inclined to pre-card a good card. So I got a few numbers for the FEs and EVGAs and MSI for potentially tomorrow drop. But again, um, I don't think you know. Do you know when Best Buy is dropping?
So on 30 Ti, they dropped at 9 a.m. PST.
Yeah,
So that will be
that was last week.
last week. No, like yeah, 30 Ti. It dropped at 9
Yeah.
a.m.
9
Uh,
a.m. So assuming that we'll see GPUs tomorrow, because we don't know, it's not an info that I'm keeping for myself or a select group of people, and I don't think Ado is doing the same. We don't know when the cards will drop or if they will drop. I've been 3 weeks like telling people about stock numbers and saying, yeah, they got this amount and that amount, and we were expecting the FEs to drop 3 weeks in a row, and they were like doing nothing. So the good thing is that last week a lot of orders got canceled. So last week we had maybe 325 3080 FEs that dropped, something like that. That's the number I had for 3 weeks. So the number for this week for the 3080 FE, right now it's 221. They have in stock. So stock does not guarantee drop, as we saw, because they had the FE in stock for 3 weeks before they decide to pull the trigger on it. And they so the number last week went from 325 to zero and then shoot back up to 221. So 130-ish card got a good ohm, we assume. I guess.
Yeah. So did you mention the EVGA stock numbers?
I just did the only the FEs, the 3080 FEs.
3080, and we're also gonna have 3090 stock. We're looking at around 261 3090 FEs. Do
Yeah, well, if all the cards, because right now they have like 187 in warehouse, and they have like around 70-ish in transit. So they're somewhere in the space-time continuum. So if they all find a good home in the warehouse, we'll see around like 250-ish, 260-ish cards for the 3090 FEs.
Yeah. And hopping into EVGA 3070 XT3, we're looking at around 138 stock numbers. Again, if the truck arrives safely on the warehouse. But if it
Yeah,
doesn't, there's like 28 in stock.
yeah.
3080 EVGA, there's around 66.
In
39
stock.
in stock, yeah. 3090, there's around 3090 EVGA, there's around 18 in stock. And that's an extra 60 if the truck manages to arrive and nobody fucking robs it. And what's the truck cry? I don't know. It's coming from
Yeah,
Seattle.
yeah, yeah, we don't know. So I saw a card in transit for like weeks on end. They got stuck somewhere. I don't know why. So everything that's in transit right now, usually what I saw from my guys that were giving me numbers is that they do a drop, and the number for the week they have like more in transit, so the number in transit will be for the next week. But sometimes I saw like 3080 Strix, 70 in transit, and when they got into the warehouse they only have 68 left. So they lost like two in the route. So that happens sometimes. They lose GPUs like that. And two missing, super sus, yes. How about XC3 3070? I don't have the specific SKUs. Right now, it was like quick infos I got last night. So the 3070 for AVGA looks at 28 in stock and 110 in transit. So yeah,
Oh,
that's that, and we got another card, I think.
yeah. We missed the follows a bit. Thank you, Mad Bomber, Zuzumeister, Harbinger, The Wire, Nanosalt, Killer Murder, IOP, Banana Mama of Two, Rij Hut, Twitch, Iteru, Expand, Jam, Poon Masher, Big Pig, W Gish 8, and Eat Generic Twitch Viewer. Thank you so much for your followage. We appreciate it. Yeah, we have one more card to report here, which is the 3080 MSI. There's 80 in stock and possibly 31 in transit. Um, it's looking good for tomorrow, man. Especially for the FE stock. If they do release stock tomorrow, and they don't do what we think they might be doing, which is release stock only in store and refrain from the online stock. I hope they don't
Yeah.
do that. Maybe they should do that for the TIFE, but a lot of people are counting on the online drop tomorrow. They really want that drop. Um, and there's a solid chance, like the numbers are really good. So tune in tomorrow, guys, for Best Buy. and on my server and Lithium server, and prep up your pre-carding, which we are going to demo soon. And
Uh, we um we forgot that little boy at the top. That tiny boy, lonely
so
3070 FE.
yeah, yeah, go
There's
ahead.
one in stock. So, and there's around like 130 in transit. So that lonely FE just sitting at the warehouse with no friends, waiting for a bunch of friends to come in. So one FE, let's go. So we the 3060s SKUs. I don't have like numbers for them. I want to have like 3060 SKUs this week. And like I said, it's an info that's giving to me free. And it's not a guarantee that I'll always have this info. I've been 1 week, 2 weeks without numbers, and that's fine because we were doing fine without that before. It's super fun to know what's going to drop and prepare in advance. I think it's fair to say, I don't know if you think like me, but EVGA is always a super good value. Like if you want to have a drop, um, you go for a pre-card for EVGAs, and they almost always have stocks. I don't know what they're doing, what's their contract with Nvidia, but they've been like, dude, they've been pushing cards, a lot of cards.
Yep. And you respect all the companies that are sponsoring Line Stack Tips. What's it called? The gamer program, a verified gamer program, in which you're actually
Yeah.
shipping cards to Linus and having them sell it to actual, like, they are putting effort into having people like answer questions and go through proper queues and eventually get like land a card. I think that's really awesome. So whoever, like, all companies who are doing that are doing a great job at bringing GPUs closer to gamers.
Um, there's some question. I know Best Buy is always like a big. I don't know. There's they're the best, I guess. People are asking about in-store drop. Right now, if I can check live, but the API doesn't is restricted to yeah, for GPUs. They got shit tons of Xbox, man. If you want an Xbox, they got like a lot of them. Uh, they got a lot of Xboxes, but GPUs for in stores, um, they've been doing a little stealth operation, dropping cards here and there. I got wins of like cards in Montreal, cards in well, I'm in Quebec, so Sherbrooke. I got win of cards in the BCs a little bit from people on the Discord. um, we talk about they plan to shift a lot of the stock to the stores. I think, and I don't want to blame nobody. I don't want to blame nobody, but I think they just want to time it. Um, this big store drop with maybe the restriction in Ontario, because we could like I, I I could go to Best Buy, like it's been like a few months, like just go walk in. I'm not sure the situation in Ontario right now, but I think they're waiting for everyone to be like able to go shop, and nobody's been going to be left behind. Uh, um, do they will reopen on Friday? So they open out on Friday, so that's a good news. I think maybe next week we'll start to see um we'll start to see like more drop in select stores um everywhere next week. But you'll have to pick and choose. And as soon I know Ados is already doing a good job on scanning stores for Xbox on his servers.
Yep.
So and he has like the code is ready for him, and not me. Uh for the stores for the GPUs. But if they unlock the keys on the API, guys, you'll be notified um, if they drop in stores. Yep.
Yep. Well, I think so. We could either go into stock news or we could demo the Best Buy thing to like now.
We can just go quick stock news. Like we got like we talked a little bit about it super fast. CC bundles. They're doing like the Newegg route. Um, I can't see them. I don't know. I'm banned from them. What do you think about the values on the bundles?
I think the CC bundles have good value, especially if you're like actually building a PC and you're not forced to sell the components. Some of the bundles actually make sense. My only gripe with these bundles sometimes is the power supply that they have is just utter shit. Like power supplies, guys, you need to make sure that you're grabbing a power supply of a good brand and well tested and well reviewed. You know, stuff I would support is like Corsair, AX, HX, RM, EVGA, Gold, Brown. Like they're all like EVGA does really good job on their PSUs. Corsair does a good job. Silverstone does a good job. Seasonic does a good job. Um, and they make sure you're looking at a tier list of PSUs or looking at a well-known reviewer when it comes to PSU. Don't just install any PSU. Uh, don't just install any PSU into your $3,000 PC because it might legit burn it down.
Dude, you,
Um,
you don't want a good Rosewell in your computer?
a good Roswell. Um, well, yeah. So the bundles on CC are good. There's one thing I need to highlight on bundles. Um, I did say I added bundles to my miscellaneous category for tracking, but it's not quite working because even when something is in stock, they're not updating the stock numbers where I usually scan. How people are managing to find bundles, they are adding the bundle, checking out, and seeing if they can actually see stores listed for pickup. So try to add a bundle, go to checkout, and then see if a store shows up. I've seen multiple bundles in stock that way. I haven't seen any other like like they don't really update stock numbers outside the checkout process. So it's a bit harder for us to track. We could make the bot do that, but it requires some time for us to code that up. So for now, you
I'll
guys, yeah,
I'll help you on that if you need.
yeah, we could see if there's like a better way to find stock numbers than to just check out and then find the store, like the stores are available. So what we're talking about is, let me, I can just share now the screen.
Oh yeah, just share the bundles.
The bundles. All right, opening up. Okay, now so the podcast is slowly improving, guys. Next time we're probably going to have Lithium share his webcam data rather than sharing a Meet link and then have that shown on screen. So we're doing what we can with the limited time we have. So apologies if you don't think the stream is very professional. It's not yet. Hopefully someday it
What?
will be.
We're professionals here. We're taking ourselves super seriously.
So people should be looking at. Whoa,
Congrats
yeah,
on the mic
search.
not cutting out. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
congratulations, dude.
Thank you, Vision.
All right, so on the website, guys, you're gonna find bundles. See this huge bundles. Click on it. Now, obviously, you don't need to always click on it. What you could do is you could just copy the link and save it wherever you want. Or you could bookmark it, do whatever you want. Thanks for the follows, Geek Slayer, Panda, CD Repo, and Laydung911. So you'll see all those bundles on Canada computers, and they say add to cart. Now you could add to cart from this page, or you could go inside. So let's go inside, and we need to like add. We have to add this bundle. So you add this bundle, and then you go to cart. So if you go to cart, it stays there. It says in stock, not always true. Um, and then you will proceed to checkout. It's gonna have you log in. Let's try to can we guess checkout? I don't want to put all this information. All right, let me log in with a fake account and come back to you guys. So I show you what you will see. Um, okay.
So while you were surfing, while you do that, I noticed that there's was like a little announcement for the 3070 Ti on Canada Computer. They say, please be advised that we will not have the following video card available for in-store purchase. RTX 3070 Ti, launch date tomorrow. Limited quantities we will be available for online purchase. Until further notice, we will not be accepting any back orders. We sincerely apologize for any inconveniences that this may have caused. I'm hurting inside Canada Computer. Thank you for your kind understanding on this matter. Sincerely, Canada Computers. So yeah, so looks like tomorrow we'll see some 3070 um online, limited quantities though. Let's hope that they don't bundle up. Probably not. So last week people got lucky with Newegg 3080 Ti. If you really want that stupid, it's my opinion, that card, that 3070 Ti, that's too expensive. Does not hit the market right. Just be aware. Tomorrow, Best Buy, we don't know, but we know that Canada Computer will have some, and probably Newegg. So yeah, 3080 probably best bang for buck, hands down. Hands down, 3080 best bang for buck. In my opinion.
All right. So again, so I'm logged in now. You go to proceed to checkout. Now, if you don't have your phone number verified, it's going to tell you this. Please verify your phone number. Now, because I'm just trying to show you guys how to do this, just we could delete that because we don't need it. Brother. Anyways, so you look down and there's like the store. So if you click, well, it will be automatically clicked, but then you can find that there are two stores that has this bundle. So
And go back.
So there's Laval and there's Marsh Central, and
I'll be right back.
so yeah, you schedule your pickup, and this is the only way I know so far in which you could find if the bundle is available. Otherwise, the stock trackers from both my server and Lithium's don't really track this effectively. So yeah, if you're in for a bundle and you're building a PC from scratch, it's a really good idea to buy their bundles. It's way better than Newegg. Bundle is a bundle. It's trash, but like it's
Can
better
you
than.
link that bundle in the chat? Z2 Buns will buy it.
Will he? Anyways, like, uh, that bundle
Yeah, we'll
is,
do Best Buy pre-card after that.
and for the bundle URL, this is the
There you
whoops,
go.
the bundle URL. Okay. For Best Buy. Best Buy, Best Buy. Big boy Best Buy. So initially you don't really have a cart. Now I did open a new incognito in Firefox, but you could initially go anywhere. Let's say to this fitness charge for fitness, a Fitbit, go to any item on Best Buy, press O in Firefox, or was it whoops, Q. I usually use Chrome, but for Firefox people, you use Q to inspect the page, and if you're on Chrome, press F12. If you press F12, it will bring up the DevTools for the page, and that's where you find the inspector, the console, the debugger, network. So every time you refresh, for example, look at this network. Every time I refresh the page, it will list all the requests that are being sent to the website and all the responses. It is F12 as well in Firefox. Cool. Not sure why inspect. Well, it's different. Inspect is inspect. Goes to source. So okay, I stand corrected. So it is F12 on Firefox as well. I've never used Firefox in like 8 years. So we want to look at the code though. So just immediately go there. And once you're at a page, press add to cart anywhere. You could go anywhere, like it doesn't matter really. But before you add to cart, make sure you're looking at the network section, and then you add to cart. And then the thing you should be looking at here is the baskets request. This is a post request being sent from your browser to Best Buy's baskets API, which adds this queue to your cart. Now, if you copy this baskets as it is as a fetch, and you go to console and you paste that. Well, why doesn't Firefox? I hate Firefox. Let's check. Okay. Allow pasting. So if you're on Firefox, you have to allow pasting. Does it? Can I paste now? Great.
You paste now.
So this is the request that we copied from baskets, from the baskets. But you could find that the body does not have a cart ID.
Can you zoom in a bit?
Yes. Can I zoom in here? Yes, I can zoom in. Awesome. Is this legible?
A bit more.
Now, I think this is the max I can do.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Okay, let me get back to the stream. So you look at this. We copy as a fetch, and this is what we copy. This is the JS call we can make to replicate the same add to cart request. But there's a big problem here. The fact that we don't really have a cart. We only have a SKU. So the body only has line items, quantity 1 of whatever SKU you want. It doesn't have the cart ID. Initially, Best Buy, and when you go into Best Buy, you don't really have a cart. A cart gets created when you add any item. So now, because we added our first item, there is no cart. Now, if you go back to the same item, so just to keep things in track, we added to cart. Best Buy threw us on this page, like this item has been added to your cart, etc. And then I want you to click on the item again. And this time, add to cart again. We have the network requests here, and it's still adding shit. Okay, we're good. So add to cart again, and you're gonna find another baskets request right here. Copy that as a fetch, go back to console, and paste it. And now you'll see that the cart ID is present. So this is the cart that Best Buy has given you when you added the first item. You could do this before the SKUs are dropping. And you could do it after as well in the early drop, so that if they ever remove the cards, you could get your new card, and you could get a new cart, and then you have a new cart ID. So anyways, this is important. This is your template add to cart code, to be fair here. And then what you need to do now, if you want to add anything on Best Buy, you have to change the SKU number. This is the SKU number that you have to change to add the GPUs. So I'm gonna keep this tab open. I'm gonna go to a different tab. I'm gonna search for 3080. And then I can go to, let's say, the 3080 Ti Strix. And the SKU number is right here. It's the last number on the Best Buy URL. You copy that number, you go back to our console, and you replace the SKU number. Like that. And now, if I press enter, this piece of code will be adding that item to my cart. So I'm gonna press enter. It's gonna throw some shit. If we go to my cart now, you're gonna find that you have the Fitbit added and you have the Strix. I'm gonna remove this from your way. Now we can remove the Fitbit completely, and now we only have the card. So the VOD can be available. We can just like you could clip it now, but I also have the entire podcast on YouTube.
I'll link a video too. Big pig on my Discord. He did a video on that too. So
I see.
I'll link that into the chat, or we can post it under the video maybe. A lot of people were asking about plugin. I know there's plugins out there to do that. We're showing this method not because everyone are not able to install plugins or Taper Monkey or whatever. It's some people some people just like to run like a lean browser, and they don't want like third party things installed and like that. This way I don't want to say that add-ons out there are like
Malicious.
weird or malicious. It's just if you can't vet, because let's agree that's like a fucking shady method to like doing that. We're not supposed to do that. Add something to cart when the item is not in stock. So we're doing something weird, shady on Best Buy website, and yeah, it's fine to do that. But you're downloading something from someone that code that, so it's up to you. It's up to you if you want to just go get the plugin. I don't have it. I always do it manually. Um, Also, there's a way to inject from my browser to other people browsers cards. I've been doing that. Um, People were talking about SKUs change before drop. No, they don't change SKU on Best Buy. Um, so people are asking, well, my cart is going away and stuff like that. What Ado just shown you, when you get the pre-alert on the drop, you need to pre-card. If you pre-card before the pre-alert, like a week before, people will see cards removed from cart. They just hide the card, the card that you add, and they will show it back after the drop. So pre-drops happen. Just do your Fitbit thingy, blah blah blah. Watch the video on YouTube, rewatch the VOD to learn, practice, practice, practice. Have your tabs open and ready. Um, Big, like, people are asking, what's the best tips way to do this and that? I have a Firefox or a Chrome. That's what's a pre-drop. Pre-drop is an announcement that Ado they have on a server and in my server. We announce when the cards are about to drop. It's like they're not in stock, but they will be soonish. So when you do the pre-card, have like your Fitbit ready, your console ready, your network tab, everything, and pre-drop like alerts happen. Pre-card the card you want right away. Just do it quick and wait. And last week, Ado, he talked about the link that skipped the queue.
Yeah, so we're gonna
Um, Maybe you can link that again.
Yeah, I can link it
Um,
again.
you pre-card, and when you see stuck goes online, you just go to that link, and you should be able to skip queue and check out super fast.
Yeah. So after you get this done, guys, this is the shipping link, the checkout shipping link. Once you do this and you type that in to your URL to the so it says sorry, items in your order aren't available. So if the if let's say you pre-carded a card and you are visiting this URL and it says sorry, the items in your order are not available, then they are not available. The drop has not happened yet. What you do is you keep spamming this until it doesn't give you this prompt and allows you to check out. Now I'll show you how it looks like. So let me get back to the previous page and let me add something that's actually in stock. Again with the Fitbit, we're gonna add that to our cart just to showcase you the URL method. So you click on the URL, you enter the URL method, and now you could actually like check out.
Yeah, just be careful for autofills and shit.
What's up?
Be careful for Firefox autofill.
Yeah, I don't use Firefox, and that's why
Okay.
I'm using it because there's no autofill. Like I don't use it, so I don't have any previous data on it.
Okay.
So you could, anyways, just to showcase you the checkout procedure. So just do anything on the email address. Test that test. Let's put University Avenue, whatever phone number. You go to checkout.
Umfaz is asking why can you only do pre-card when the pre-drop happens? Why not before? You can pre-card a card a week before. Like if all the GPUs drop tonight, after the drop, you can just go and pre-card your card. The thing that we say is that what we saw happening is that people add their super special GPUs in their card, just waiting to buy them. Be like, I'm gonna have a GPU today, and when the card drop, they go and the cart is empty because Best Buy just eyed the card your cart with the GPU. Are you
Whoops.
all right, dog?
What
So
was
they
the online whiteboard website?
so they just like remove your cart. They detect that you have a GPU pre-card and they remove it. So they do that when the pre-drop happened. So
Cool. I don't want to sign up.
if you do your pre-card after the pre-drop, you'll have better chance to still have a GPU in your card when you want to check out.
We could draw a timeline actually on it on like Paint or anything. Anyway, so on the checkout procedure, you add your credit card and all that. Now you don't need to go through all this if you already have an account with Best Buy and you have already saved your CC information. It will only be two things. You click on the URL, you type in your CVV for the credit card, and you check out. It's done. So you keep spamming that checkout link, and you put your CVV, and then you press checkout, and you're done. I could do MS Paint, but I want also Lithium to have control. Pretty sure there's a tool on Google for whiteboarding, but that's all right. Let's do Paint, guys. Sorry, Lithium, you won't have control, but maybe next time.
Yeah,
We'll
next time.
sort it out.
Let's do paint.
Paint. Paint is amazing. Paint is my childhood. Okay.
There you go, bro.
Yeah, we could do a Jamboard. I just don't want to. Well, it should actually work. But then I would have to do this and then present.
What's the best browser to use purchase? Personally, he checked out with Chrome all the time, and I did all my purchase with Firefox. So I would say it's what do you like? What do you love? Oh my God, the
You want
brightness.
you want the fastest browser. You don't do Chrome. Like if you're looking at milliseconds advantage, you do Edge and Firefox. Yeah, if you want to go Chrome route, it will be just a tad slower. But it won't make a difference. Trust me. If you have a good PC, it won't make a difference. What the fuck? No, 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 no! Don't do it. All right. So let me draw something here, just to give you the full picture of the drop tomorrow. We have a timeline. This is the timeline. So this is T. I'm not sure how many of you guys are physics enthusiasts, teachers, mentors, students. Anyways, doesn't matter. We are so let's Adu. We have our own Slack servers, right? And we are polling every I don't know whatever X seconds for Best Buy. At some point here, we're going to have the pre-alerts. What does this mean? This means that Best Buy, the status on the GPUs has changed from coming soon to sold out online. This is the pre-alert. This is what we scan for on Best Buy service, on Best Buy website. So we have the pre-alerts right here. The time, this is time, so it's ever increasing. The first thing you're gonna find is the pre-alert on the Discord servers. Now, after the pre-alert, you will have the drop. Chaos. So this is the drop. This is between 1 to 2 minutes. Now, what also happens here? In the pre-alert, Best Buy replaces carts. So which means if you pre-cart here, everything you pre-cart will not show once the alerts show up on Discord servers. So when do you guys need to pre-cart so that when the drop comes, you will have the products, you will have the items and the SKUs and GPUs in your cart anywhere here. This is the pre-cart zone. This is where you have to pre-cart. Do I have colors here? I should have colors. Shit.
Dude,
So
do you have a laser?
check mark and then X. No, pre-cart here. Pre-cart here. Look at this janky arrow. This is where you pre-cart. This is not where you pre-cart. You pre-cart after pre-alert. And then on the drop, what do you do on the drop? You're going to visit the URL. So actually, not on the drop. Between here and here, and like just going forward, right? Right after you pre-cart, and even before the drop comes in, you will be refreshing the link I sent. And that is the Best Buy link. This link. So here, all of this is refresh, checkout, link. I sent the link on the stream. So what this means is that you don't have to wait for the drop to appear. Do not depend on my alerts or Lithium's alerts for the drop. Refresh on your own. You might be faster, like a few seconds faster, because we don't poll every single second because we don't want to get banned easily by Best Buy. So you have to pre-cart, keep refreshing the URL for the checkout, and once the checkout does not throw an error at you, then the drop has happened. Once the drop has happened, there we go, so stock. Once the drop has happened, you can immediately do check out, add your CVV for the credit card, and you could check out. Now, how do you practice this? Add anything on Best Buy, add any item on Best Buy, and use the checkout link that I've sent and see how that goes. Like where the CVV box is, where the checkout button is, so that on the time of the drop, you could do it. You could streamline the whole process because you have seen it before. One more thing is you can automate the entire checkout procedure by using macros. So find a good macro plugin on Chrome or Firefox. On Chrome, I had success with iMacros or iMacro. So this will you could like save the text that you insert on the page, and every single click you do on the website, you could save it in a macro. And the only thing you have to do after a pre-card is just click the macro. You keep clicking the macro until it succeeds, until the drop happens and it automatically fills your CVV, checks out for you, and you're done. So this is what we wanted to show you for this podcast when it comes to Best Buy alerts. Do you have anything to say, Lithium?
No, there's maybe you can do you have the I can the PayPal just give me a sec. I'll do this. I'll just find give me a sec.
We're getting a bunch of questions. We're gonna attend to them once we're done with the
You
presentation.
can use either if you want to check out via a credit card, you use Ado's link, and if you want to check out via PayPal, you use that link. So there's two way you can try Ado add success with credit card. I did all my buying on Best Buy with PayPal. Can you use debit? I'm not sure. I don't think so. If you want to use debit, your bank account, use PayPal. That's the only way. How long does how long Best Buy IP ban last? I don't know.
My experience, I've been banned for like a week, and I'm still banned on that previous IP I had.
Oh, really?
So you might be like perma banned for a while. I don't know till when. Best Buy's IP ban is extremely harsh.
Should be trying on multiple devices. Um, I don't know success stories about mobile buy. There were rumors that mobile were skipping queues, but with that system, you should be able to skip queue anyway. So
If you want to refresh, if you are banned from any website and you want to refresh your IP, it usually works with almost all ISPs in Canada. It might not work, don't take my word for it. But what you can do is just simply unplug your router from the internet line, whether it's fiber or WLAN, just a regular Ethernet cable. Unplug that and wait 30 minutes. After you wait 30 minutes, put that back in and you will get a new IP.
can you go over queue skip again? If you use the link, you'll go over the queue.
Yeah.
So
The queue gets triggered on the pre alert. So this is where the queue begins. Queue begins. This is where Best Buy activates the queue, moves the labels on the GPUs from coming soon to sold out online, and replaces your carts. So three things happen on this stage: pre-cart removal, cart substitution rather. The queue starts getting triggered, and the labels on the GPUs move from coming soon to sold out online. Delivery shipping, they both usually work, and they both redirect to the final link in which you can check out. based from on my experience. So they don't quite make a difference. Send the PayPal link again. It's right here actually.
You can just change the Ontario/ON to your province and LOG to whatever postal code that Best Buy give you when you're on the website.
So for my server, my pre-alerts are shown on the online channels per category. So 3080 online, 3070 online, 3060 online. On Lithium server, he has his own channel for Best Buy pre-alerts, so that's more straightforward.
Yeah, it's pre-alerts. I believe so.
Yeah.
It's Best Buy alert on my
Add
Discord.
sticky note. Text box.
How to not get IP ban on BB refreshing X amount of time, X amount per second. If you just go am and spam it like a madman, you'll get a postal code that Best Buy give you. If you spam like a madman, you'll get banned for sure. Rule of thumbs is like once every 2 seconds, I would say. You should be fine. Like you refresh and count one, two, refresh, and you can just go like one, two, refresh, and you should be good. Same for AMD. AMD, um, uh, be more patient. People that refresh super fast will get banned. And which link get you past the queue? Both of them. One is for PayPal, Express PayPal checkout, and the other one is for credit card. They will bypass the queue until they change it, I guess.
Yeah. I suggest you. So we have Discord links for both of our Discords on the information section of the channel. So as you're watching, just look down. There's a CA Stalker label, and there is the Canadian Drop Zone label, and they both they link to our Discords. So if you need an invite for Discord servers, click on those, and you'll be able to join the servers. Somebody was asking like he couldn't capture the pre-carting. I will redo the pre-carting one more time, and I'll do it faster than before, just to have everybody on the same page here.
I can do.
No, 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 no. Where is that thingy? Okay, that's fine. Okay, this is Best Buy. So
Yeah, I did to deal with CC confirmation. Example, my CC company confirmed purchase through my phone number. That's weird. You need to call them. You need to call your credit card company. Maybe it's a trigger. Last time used PayPal. Yeah, it's a good option. Last time, not this build, but the build before that, my 1700, I did. I bought like a bunch of like parts at the same time, and they just block my credit card because it's not in my habit to just spend money like crazy. So there's maybe like a trigger with your credit card company. Just call them, be like, hey dude, I'm buying GPUs. Stop confirming like purchase like above. Just start asking me above like $1,000 or 1,200. um so yeah, that's maybe a trigger. I'll check if you're banned. If you're banned from Best Buy, you can't see the page. It's going to be a blank page with a black error message. You don't have access to this server.
yeah, you will get like a, as I said, blank page and just text. It will say
Does
that you
Best
don't have access to it.
Best Buy, no. If you pre-cart, as far as we know, no.
Uh, no, they don't. 1 second here. I'm going to showcase again the pre-carting method. Just give me a sec here.
After the pre-alert, often you should refresh. After the pre-alert, you should be doing your pre-cart. And then after that, you should be trying the link that we gave in the chat. Try to refresh that link. If the card is not in stock, it will error out. It will say like the card is not in stock, and until the card is in stock. Can you use pre-card extension? Yes, you can use the pre-card extension. It's a valid option. We're showing this method. Does pre-card works on Canada computer? Yes and no. There's a method on Canada computers to bypass the verification. It still works. Um, uh, there's a time when you do the checkout on Canada computers that they don't check if the item is in stock. So you could technically pre-card on Canada computer for certain SKUs. I think it's maybe a method that we will show. Do you want to show that next week, maybe?
We could show it next week. Since
For
like
Canada computers?
kind of it's
If
just that you need to verify your like if you want if you want to show them the entire thing, you need to verify your phone number. So what we could do, we could like screenshot and just show like a presentation mode, kind of how to check out, and then remove
yeah,
and remove the data that's sensitive.
yeah, we could do that because we could do like the code add live if you want, and
uh,
then slideshow the pre-card
yeah.
method for Canada computer because if it's a very good question because if Canada computers are shifting to entirely online for stocks, a pre-card for them will be a interesting thing, I would say, to do.
All right, guys. Well, let's get this done quickly. You go to Best Buy again, and you go to the like any item. You add that item to your cart, and before that, press F12, and you will get the DevTools tabs. You're gonna find console debugger network. Go to network, and then on network, once you're on network, press add to cart,
I tried
and
to
you're gonna find that there's a
on,
baskets request. And sorry, Lithium, go ahead.
on on Firefox, just go at top filter URL,
Yeah, you
just
could do
type
that
type
too. You could do that baskets. Yeah,
just yeah, type
that'll be
basket.
better if you don't want to go scroll through all of them. So you'll find the
There you go.
baskets request right here, and you could copy and then copy as fetch. This is important. So right click on the request, copy as fetch. You go to your console and you paste that fetch, and you will see the fetch that has been recopied. However, you will notice that in the body we only have the SKU identified. So if I actually send this code right now, if I press enter and send this request, it will not add to cart because there is no cart ID. So if I go back to the Fitbit and I add to cart again, so go to network, basket still filtered up. I add to cart. There's one more baskets here. So I copy the new baskets. So what I did was I re-added to cart again, and I copy the baskets URL, copy the baskets request as a fetch. I go back to console, I remove all that, paste the new fetch, and now you'll see that there is an ID. This ID is your cart. When you go into Best Buy after a while and you have no items, your cart will be deleted by Best Buy. So the way to resurrect that cart, or rather make a new cart, is you add to cart any item and then you will have it in your cart. And then the next time you add to cart, that request will have the ID, will have your cart ID. This is so important because you can't pre-cart without this ID. Harbinger, so far so good.
Yep.
Even if you're logged in, you don't have any items, you will not have a cart. Okay, so now you have this ID. Now we don't really copy the ID itself. You have this entire request. So this request, this is your template. So the only thing you have to change is the SKU number right here. This SKU number refers to the item that you have to add to cart. You have to pre-cart. So go to any like let's go to 3080 here. Let's do a 3080 search, and then let's go to the Strix and look at the URL. The last number in the URL is the SKU number.
You
You
can
copy
just
it,
get
or you can get the web code.
yeah, web code.
Yeah, web code. This is, I think, a bit clearer on the stream. So you could copy the web code right here, and remember that SKU number I told you about in the fetch. So replace the web code there. So you paste that there, and then you're gonna find that the new SKU number is right here. So now, what do we expect? If I press enter now to submit this fetch, it will add the item to my cart. So I'm gonna press enter. We're gonna go to my cart again, and you're gonna find that the Fitbit we added is there. But if you scroll down, voila, you will find the 3080i pre-carted. And once you're done with that, you have to go through what we've explained before. So let me get that back up. It's actually a good screen, the drawing we did. So this is what you're supposed to do on the day of the drop. Anyways, the VOD will be up, so everything we talked about here will be reiterated as much as you'd like. Keep watching until you understand. If you have any questions, I'm always available to answer questions. And Lithium as well.
Yep.
The manual method, because when the add to cart button is not there until, like, you're not really allowed to add to cart until the drop happens. Which means people who pre-carted have the advantage on you that they don't need to add to press the add to cart button because their item is already in their cart. You don't refresh the cart, you refresh the link you sent. Yeah, you don't refresh the cart, you refresh the link. If you refresh the link and the item is out of stock, it will tell you like the item is not available. But if it is available, it will allow you to check out. So this way, you don't need to wait for anybody. You don't need to wait for any notification. On your own, keep refreshing until you find that it allows you to check out. PayPal doesn't work as well as CC. It depends on the load. Like if all people are using the PayPal method, it might be slower. If all people are using the CC method, it might be slower. I've had luck in the CC method. I know people who also checked out using PayPal. So your mileage may vary. What's the CC link?
I bought all my cards with PayPal, so it's buggy, but if it's buggy, it's because the whole website is fucking down, so.
Thank you for the follow. Lavian, Mumbo Jumbo, Diandel, Needles, Adman, Nightcrawler, Mellow Torch. Thank you guys for the follows. Mighty Cookie, thank you. Appreciate it. No. You don't need to change the URL. Just the SKU number. Just the SKU number. We're gonna save the fast method I told about. I mentioned in the beginning of the stream for Canada computers. We will do it on the next podcast. Because
Yeah.
I don't want to expose information. Just make sure we're gonna have like a nice slideshow of everything you have to do. And you should be good to go. For the rest of the day, we had like a lot of hardware news to talk about, but I guess we could take questions now and end the stream after. What do you think, Lithium?
Yeah, sure. My card doesn't have an ID even though I'm logged in, you need to add an item, then add another item to have your cart ID. Um, that's what you need.
Yeah, you will be able to watch this. The video will be posted on YouTube, so you could rewatch all of it and see how you can pre-card.
Spoof asking, can you clarify which MSI 3080? Sorry, I don't have the SKU. I just have the number. I didn't have the SKU. Usually I get like SKUs for each like a nice little Excel sheet, but this week I didn't have this info, so sorry. Is there 3060 FE AVGA coming? I don't have numbers this week for 3060s. What is the YouTube channel link, Ado?
Yeah, 1 second. I'll get you your channel link.
Thanks, Mel. Yeah, graffiti. Uh, yeah, you're welcome. Like I always said to everyone since I started that, it was okay. For the MSI, I just got the info live. The gods are speaking in my DMs, and this the gods said, pretty sure it's the Ventus 3X for MSI. So you can't get more close to the source than that.
We have been blessed.
Yeah,
Like,
we're
don't put your
we're
cost savings
I
on it.
always
Don't.
I said since Bird's been talking to me about these info as it's a blessing. It's a blessing because it give you guys an edge, and I was always open about the infos I get and everything I know. I always said my brain is here to pick. If you want to just send me a DM, ask you want to do your own scan, you want to do like it's not legal advices. What I say, by the way, Xavier, those numbers and cards are not legal advices. I'm not bound legally. Uh, So no Strix tomorrow. I didn't have numbers for Strix, unfortunately. But like I said, my brain is here to pick. If you guys have questions all the time, just DM me. Always been open about like the numbers and what I know to try to give you and everyone an edge. It's never been a matter of keeping the information so it doesn't leak. It's always a matter to try to give the info to the gamers and give info to people that will use the cards. That's my goal, and I think, well, I'm sure that's Ado's goal too.
Yeah. I spammed the link, so guys, please subscribe to the channel. We will be posting the entire VOD on the YouTube channel. And once it is up, I will send an announcement as well, so you guys can look it up. Um, yeah. Any other
Uh,
questions? Thank you for the
and
follow, Deep Perception or Percipience.
the, the gods, they're speaking to me in tongues as I speak. Someone's asking about AVGA XC3 Ultra. I'm not sure that's the specific cards I have for the 3070, but in stock was 28, and we talking about maybe 100 incoming coming to the warehouse. So I always said to people, Best Buy, they do whatever the hell they want with their stocks. It's not because we get numbers that they will drop it. I saw them holding Strix for 2 weeks in a row. assuming that maybe they like to do like bigger drops for like SKUs. They don't like to drop like one card, like the 70 FE. That's lonely in the warehouse, just alone and chilling. So just maybe that little 70 FE is just waiting for his friends to get there and drop next week or in 2 weeks. So they do for Zotax, yeah, but Zotax, they don't count. They do it for AMD. I don't know what's the rule, really, to be honest. Um, if there's an internal rule about like we don't care about Zotac and we drop like they just want to get rid of this Zotac and they just drop them one by one and AMD they're like AMD just take it off my hand. uh 3080 XC3 Ultra tomorrow. The thing is, guys, numbers is one thing. Knowing when stock will drop, nobody knows that. I don't know it. I don't know it when the stock like they will drop. So we're assuming that um, since there's a launch of a big card, they will do a drop. They won't do the 70 tie online, but we're just assuming that they will drop tomorrow because it was either Wednesday or Thursday, and this one time, maybe a couple more times on Friday. Quebec is limited to EVGA only for online stock. We seen some tough and one Zotac that have the red sticker on it. They will sell them in store.
Any other brands to avoid? Well, Zotac is a manageable card. Like people, I don't want to shun people who have Zotac cards. You did great by at least like being able to have an RTX 3000 series. It doesn't matter what brand. But if you ever have the choice between Zotac and Asus or EVGA, for sure I wouldn't choose Zotac because they are known to overheat, or rather, like overheat is a very strong word. But let's just say if you compare a Zotac card with an EVGA card or an Asus card, it will produce more heat during usage. The fans aren't as optimized. It might consume more power for the same set of performance. It's just overall not a card that is on the same bar as the other cards. That's why people shit on Zotac, because they have such a bad history in cards blowing up or like melting shit and, and all that crap, because they do have that reputation. They gained it.
What I saw, speaking of overeating, I saw a bench between the 3070 Ti FE and the Strix, and the FE was overeating really bad. Like it was getting up on after like 15 minutes of benchmark. So that's maybe a thing to keep in mind if you're looking to score a 3070 Ti tomorrow.
Humfaz, we're not sure. We said that we are kinda sure that we have the FEs available and like some EVGA cards and MSI, but we don't know if the other ones will be available. We just have this limited information, and so take it with a grain of salt. And just hope for the best tomorrow. We might not even see any drops tomorrow based on their announcement. Hopefully we will, but you never know. Your
Yeah,
your Zotac image is reversed because I reversed the scene on OBS.
that's fine. Yeah, I'll need to
Thanks for the followage, Netrick, Tensei, and Tib, Jude the Obscure.
H May 18 asking, is there any difference between the fetch requests and the editing and resending. The video pinned on my Discord that I link, it's the same method. It's just a different way to do it. I think it might be easier for someone that it's not like super uh verse in like computer to use the video method. Um, they do the same thing. Same thing. Which EVGA cards did I have number for? Um, the 70, 3070, 3080, and 3090 for tomorrow.
This is the other cat.
Ah, what?
He's
I never saw that.
he's a huge.
It's the Savage Cat.
It is the active cat. You'll find all the numbers we've mentioned in the VOD. So
Archer, yeah. Archer is asking any tip for MD.com? Maybe plan for next week?
yeah, we could scour some of the tips. There's a checkout. There's a procedure to find if a drop is imminent. So it's like an early alert for AMD. I don't have that programmed in the bot, but it is possible. Some of the add to cart URLs from AMD, they are available, so you could like keep refreshing that link until you are able to add to cart. I know people have some scripts on GitHub as well. Um, so we could share what we find and what we know next week. And there's that also Canada Computers fast checkout kind of trick. Um, I'm not sure if that's what you said. There is something. I'm not sure if that's what you meant. I'm not sure
What?
if you know. I can show it to you after the stream, but
Yeah.
technically, if you do that trick, you only need to press. You only need to press the three buttons to
Yeah.
check out on Canada Computers. Just three buttons in a row.
Yeah. Sorry. Um, someone's asking, are you both from Quebec? Lit sounds pretty French.
No, I don't. I don't sound French, man. I sound more German. Do I?
Mhm. The Deutschland. Yeah, I'm from East Coast, French. Actually, my real nickname that I go by is Lithium Electro, but my surname is the Angry Frenchman. S- So, because I'm so mad and angry, so all the time, as you can see, um, with crazy air. So yeah, dude, we push almost 215 this week. 2 hours and 15.
Yeah. I mean, we're
And
just
I think
chilling. We're just chilling, and Lithium doesn't have a curfew this time.
yeah, yeah, girlfriend is out of town. And I think no mic cut this week.
No, my God, you were really good. You were solid.
Damn. So invalid not a number asking. I don't get when you say that some MSC are available in Quebec. I thought AVGL only when available is process change, blah blah. Okay. So what I said is that online in Quebec it's only EVGA. Only EVGA for now. I can recheck that for you unless they change something. But right now restriction Quebec. Yeah, EVGA online restricted to Quebec. What I heard um, from some source is that some store in Quebec will get tough 3080, which is surprising. Which is I don't understand why they won't sell tough online, but they will sell them in store. And they have one Zotac. MSI, I never good night, Zenstar. MSI, I never heard about MSI in store so far, but I heard about this 3060 Zotac, I think, with the red sticker, EVGA in stores, 3060, 3070 that people saw, and they're supposed to have some 3080 tough. One place that I know about in Quebec. When, I don't know. Could be tomorrow, could be next week. They're in transit. So employee told me got 30. Yeah, the Vaudreuil Dorion place. Yeah, that's the store. That should get the 3080. So just don't go storm there tomorrow. Be like, there's a drop. Go there if you see one, grab one. But I don't have no timeline when they will get it. You can go and ask. Yeah, I'm looking. That's what I did. I went to my local store and was like, yeah, I'm looking for GPUs. I don't know how this works, and play like like super innocent. Like, I'm looking for GPUs, and the people at local Best Buy were kind enough to tell me, well, we get our stocks on Wednesday. You might want to come by on the Wednesday late before closing or Thursday morning. We should, if we get stock, we should have them on the shelf on Thursday morning or Wednesday late. So I saw some people talking about some Best Buy getting their stocks on Tuesdays, and so I guess it depends. Just go there, Vaudreuil Dorion, and maybe ask them. Uh, I'm looking for GPUs. When you usually get your stocks in, and if the peoples are kind enough, they'll be like, we get them on Friday, so just go back Friday. They have empty box. And yeah, yeah, that's right. A staple. They just have empty boxes of Zotac.
Hey man, we appreciate your kind comments. This is what we do. Nifty3, thank you. And unlike other people, we're keeping this free servers. We're really relying on the support of people to keep us vested in this. So thank you a lot. Nanoleafs are really good, and they have been getting better because they have a really good application now, and there is a they do have an application on desktop on Mac and Windows, so you could actually control your Nanoleaf from your PC. And it's great. It's really good. I love it. It's very consistent, and it gives light to my entire apartment. Also, I bought them from Best Buy. Best Buy usually has them on a discount. You could buy the old ones on a really good discount. I'm not sure if they're available anymore. The new
What?
ones, the new ones are they are slimmer. I have the old ones. The new ones are slimmer on every corner, and I they have like they are touch sensitive. So if you get your hand close, it will like move the lights and stuff. So
Last week, my girlfriend was watching from the side, and she said after the stream, like the next day, she was like, "We should buy you that." What he has in the background. I was like, "Dude, you have like fucking $700 to drop." She was like, "What for lights?" Yep.
Euro, we will have the stream. I'm going to do my best to upload it as soon as possible on YouTube. So expect it, I don't know, 30 minutes after the stream stops. So you could just monitor the YouTube channel, subscribe, and then you will get a notification when there's a new video. 3D prints and now leave. Am I Arabic? Yes, I am Arabic. But please don't, I don't know, don't joke. Don't do stupid shit on stream chat.
Yeah, I got one rules on my Discord and my Twitch. Don't be a fucking ass. That's it. That's it. If you can't respect that, you're not worth my time.
How did you figure out though? Well, my name says it all. I have my name on Discord, like my PayPal link. Everything's exposed. So you can see my real name.
Ah, dude, I need to go and tweak Streamlabs bot. He's way too strict.
Yeah. Number one. That's nice.
So I think it's time to wrap this one up. It's almost 12:30. Air.
I have no other means of computing. Um, so there are two things you could do. You could buy an APU and wait, or just try your luck tomorrow at Best Buy if it actually drops. Be subscribed to our notifications on my Discord and Lithium's. The links are below. So take a look at the both servers. If you're not there, you could absolutely join and have everything for free. We have no paywalls, so everything we do is available for everyone. We rely on donations again and your support. So thank you all. We truly appreciate it. I'm getting an error. What error are you? Once the video is up, I guess you could like rewind and see exactly what we do. The error is sometimes it might error, but it has nothing to do with like the pre-card sometimes. So make sure you have your card ID in the fetch request. That is really important. If you send a fetch request without a card ID, nothing will be added. AMD,
Yeah, so
yeah.
yeah, the common mistake is that people forget to add like a second item. The first item won't give you the cart ID. You need to just go back and add a second one, and then you'll have your cart number.
Error.
400. It's your fetch requests was you need it's your fetch request is not right.
You could buy a GT 710 or a 1030 and then sell it after you get a GPU. I mean, you don't want a game on it, but you can. It will be useful to have video output for a while. Use it, for anything but gaming. What channel does the pre-drop notification usually happen in? On Lithium server, he has a pre-alert Best Buy channel. On my
You
server,
need
they will be on the online channels per category. So 3080, 3070 online, 3080 online, etc., etc.
just on my server, just be sure to go into the rules and click the reaction you want, Best Buy and the cards and pre-alert to have the channel shown. And unadd those server to just get the roles, and you should see them. If you don't see them on the left side, uh, you don't have the roles. Just if you're not sure, you can DM me on Discord. My DMs are open, or just tag me in the on the Discord.
How many people do you think have actually got cards at this point? A lot.
A
I
lot.
would I would say a lot, man. Like people keep talking about shortage. There is shortage, but there's a lot of people who have cards. Shorters and miners and everyone's trying their best to get cards. All right, well, I guess we can end it here. Any last words, Lithium, before we close?
Um, if things drop tomorrow, just good luck, everyone. Um, I know it's late for some people. West Coast is not that late. If you have time tomorrow morning, just practice your pre-card. Practice will make you better, or get the extension. Um, Try to aim for the SKUs that we give you number for. That's your best bet. That's how people got their cards mostly. People on my Twitch and Discord that got the infos. Be on the ready. Watch for CCs and Newegg 3070 tie tomorrow. If I don't have the link for the extension, unfortunately. Um, yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
will.
it for me.
I can post all the SKUs on the server for the pre-carting. Don't worry about it. I have it in good format, so you could just copy what you want. Um, EVGA's site, yeah, you could. People who are on elite status on EVGA, they could queue up for the 3070i on launch date. You have to keep refreshing. There is a website that tracks the queue, so you could queue up as soon as it says there's stock, or you just keep refreshing the page. Um, we don't track EVGA or queue. Neither me nor does Lithium on
Nope,
his server.
I'm
So
not
you're on
elite
you
enough.
are you're on your own if you have EVGA elite status. Do we use incognito? No, do not use incognito because you want to log into your account and you want to have your credit card information auto-filled and all that. So I suggest for Best Buy tomorrow, just be on your regular browser, whatever you usually use, and do the pre-card method and everything we explained in the stream. Okay, well, that'll be it. Thank you a lot, guys, for being here. And we had around 380 viewers today. It's amazing. We're just growing week by week. Um, you guys make this very special, and you guys are the core of our both of our Discord servers. Without you, we would have no need for to do everything, to do all this. So thank you a lot for your appreciation, your comments, your support, your compliments as well. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night or a great day because some people it's like Thursday for them now. Um, nice, Harbinger. Good job. Yeah, you guys, you are welcome, and we will be active tomorrow during the drop. If anything happens, we will be available to answer questions and tend to any problems we might get. Hopefully none, but we never know what happens during a drop. Yeah, this is it. Thank you guys, and we will see you on the next episode. See ya.
Good night.